Hi, this is Yin. I'm here with Helmut today to talk about how to use social media for small businesses to grow. Helmut, any answer for us?
I hope so.
Okay.
All right. First of all, let me right away start off. Social media, in my opinion, is three major things. Okay. Number one, videos, infomercial, short little 1, 2, 3, 4-minute infomercial. Okay. In the old days, an infomercial has worked very well for many businesses in the last 10, 20 years.
They sold billions of dollars of products. You know, we saw in the United States through infomercials, right?
Correct. Right. Because they're not just commercials where, hey, buy my product. They're giving information. People love that. And yet, however, for the average dentist and for the average, the guy, a restaurant owner, whoever it is, who has one business in a certain area, putting an infomercial on television is impossible in terms of making money.
Very expensive.
Right. Even an advertising on radio, which is advertising, which doesn't even come close to an infomercial, is same way, too expensive. Because yes, it may reach lots of people, but they don't travel that far. They only travel 5, 6, 10 miles. Okay, so infomercials can be done, and they can be put on hundreds of internet channels like YouTube. YouTube is the one which we all know. But there are 50, 60 other ones which none of us really knows. And yes, they're smaller than YouTube, but they're still very large sites compared to our sites ever. And here's the real big thing. If and when you get your video on YouTube and Co, I will call it from now, which is 50 some other sites, all of a sudden Google looks at you as an opinion leader for that keyword, whatever you keyword is. Let's say that was implant dentistry, or let's say that was French restaurant, or whatever it was. You understand? Clutches, or you understand, European clutches, whatever it is. Okay, so Google goes, wow, this guy's on 50 websites. We're gonna
put him on the first page.
Put him on the first page. Basically, Google now decides that you are newsworthy.
So instead of putting your video on your own website, video will say, well, of course he's putting his video on his own website, but now you have other people, other channels putting your video on.
That's a good way of putting it.
Yeah.
Exactly. And of course we will put it on our own website also, but it got to be somewhere else. And now many people somehow find it because those websites have huge traffic our websites can never imagine. And now other people start promoting other people. That's what's called viral.
Like a virus.
Like a virus. You know, like the swine flu. Except this is a good one. This is a good flu. Now, it's not a good virus if your competition has it.
Oh, yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Oh, no. It's not a good virus when your competition has it. Okay? But if you have it, yeah. It's the word of mouth. You know, there used to be the word of mouth. Today, it's click, 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 click. Word of mouth. Yeah. So, there are many technical facts. We're not going to talk about them. Then, the second one is you got to have a blog instead of a website. Many people know what a blog is, but many don't. A blog is just a website, but it's easy to update. So easy that I can do it, that you can do it. Well, you're a little bit more things, but that anybody can do it because no programming needed. It's like typing an email. And you type an email and you attach a picture or a video, whatever it is. And now that's on it. And the beauty is, in a blog, other people can comment. So now you have two-way communication going on, which is the new way which the public out there wants.
Right.
They don't want to be told anymore, one. And B, Google looks at that blog now because you update it often. There's no reason not to every day add an article, add a video or something. It's very simple. Okay? But people also commenting on it, so there's lots of changes because each comment looks as an update to Google, and Google again loves that.
So I don't have to hire a website designer to update my pictures, my events. No, I can just do it.
Exactly. Now you might have to hire one small little kit to first put it up, but that's like a couple $100 or whatever. And of course we here do that type of service. Now the third one is what most people know under social media, and that is Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and MySpace, and those type of things. And yes, they exist, but all the videos, all the blog articles which we said should be on it have to go on that one. And you know what? The beauty is there are ways to, from the blog, to go to Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, LinkedIn, automatically.
Wow.
Okay, so that's the whole thing. There is a little bit more to it, but let me give you one big thing why most people literally will not do it. It is no work. It's not the work of shooting 10-20 videos, which one should be shooting, and then putting those 10-20 videos on many times. So there's literally thousands of videos floating out there on different channels. The work to do that is simple but tedious. It's a little bit like people go to a real estate seminar. How to buy a house with no money down? How to buy a house with 50% discount or whatever. Those seminars work. I know, so I have been at one in 1982 and I bought a shitloads of houses thereafter because of it. But only 1 in 1,000 at the best does it. Why?
The time?
Exactly. See, people work, doctors, restaurant owners, they have their work.
Go home,
and this is not their cup of tea. This is kind of work they don't like to do. Even I am a marketing guy, I don't like to do it. Because it's like type, click. Who wants to do that?
There's no, it's like we have no time. After we get home with family, no time.
So one has no choice but hiring a person who knows how to do that. On an average, it's like one hires a company to do that. And guides and puts a whole strategy together, because let me tell you, life without a strategy doesn't work. And somebody trying to build his whole social media activity
By himself
is like a car mechanic. Let's say the best car mechanic. Let's say a family of car mechanics, 5, the kid, the daughter, everybody's a car mechanic, good ones. Them trying to build a Honda or a Mercedes or a BMW or whatever it is, them trying to build it by themselves. Maybe they can do it, only maybe, probably not. But maybe they can do it, but it will be super expensive. And they will have it when they have all gray beards.
Right. And at the cost of something else, at the cost of not managing their business or not having other projects, not servicing customers. So a dentist who has to do that all day long, forget about servicing patients.
And at the cost of not driving the car, because it takes him 10 years to build it.
Sure.
So 10 years he doesn't have it. You see what I'm saying?
Good point. Yeah.
And so it's like with real estate, the reason people don't do it, they don't like to crawl around broken down houses or whatever style of buying houses, inexpensive, and they don't want to go out there, do that, even though they could buy 2, 3 or 4 a year easy that way, and it would be very profitable. They don't want to spend that time. So all of a sudden it's like, no, wait a minute, I have a family to take care of, I want to play tennis, I have work, I'm booped, I want to watch TV. They don't want to do it. Same with social media, people simply won't do it. And we have seen that all over the place, and we will see it again. But the ones who do it, they will rock it. The ones who hire somebody and maybe first hire a strategy consultants to put it together, then hire a 18-year-old kid who is like, that's what he likes to do, click, and he will have it. He will do phenomenally well. It will be the best marketing investment he will ever have made. And if he doesn't do it, the risk of ignoring that marketing has been duped by a very big CEO from H&R Block, the accounting company, as major problem. Risk of ignoring this type of technology, because this is where the new generation goes. And by new generation, Yin, you know very well that which one is the biggest growing generation in the internet on Facebook?
Between the 40-some-year-old and 50-some-year-old.
40 and above is the biggest generation.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right.
Go to the video below, find out more.
See you there.
See you there. I mean, go to the internet, go to the website below.